Hi everybody, it's Heidi at Hen Chicks Studio, and it's just about time for Take Home Tuesday. And we're outside today, and I thought I would show you this great piece of artwork that is across the store from Hen Chicks Studio and is always inspiring with color and bright pattern and just a little glimpse into our community here. But now I'm going to turn around and I'm coming back because there is Jami and Lizzie, and they are ready for Take Home Tuesday. Here I come, girls.
Lizzie and I were actually just thinking that maybe we could just take the rest of the day off and soak up the sun. Got my sleeves rolled up. Yeah. Did Heidi tell you it's time for Take Home Tuesday on this beautiful sunny day in Iowa? It feels like summer. I bet Lizzie's at the side over here with us today.
Come on over, Lizzie.
And I bet, don't you think this would be like, this is warmer than when we've been in Minnesota?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely lake weather.
Yes, and we've mentioned it before, but we both have gone to Minnesota, but same area, different lakes. And we've been up there when it's been like not even close to this warm out, like ridiculously cold. So
I've been up there when it's been like 50 out.
Yeah, not lake weather, but today is, and you know, you better be careful when you go to track tonight. Put some sunscreen on there. You'll come tomorrow and be a little sunburned. But we have a project for you today. So well, I guess that's really stupid to say because we have a project every week for you. And I had to put my shades on because it's so bright out here. I'd be squinting so much that you wouldn't even see my eyes. But anyway, as we're heading into May here with graduations, Mother's Day, summer birthday parties and stuff, the project that we're doing today we thought would be really kind of fun, that you could use it as a mother-children project to do together for birthday parties, even as a high school student. It's kind of trendy, like at going and finding even thrift t-shirts at garage sales and stuff. So we're actually going to be using bleach today. Maybe wave a hand out there. Have you ever done anything with bleach? It's a very trendy look right now, and I know it's hard to believe we'd be talking about something very fashionable here at Hen Chicks Studio, but very trendy is the bleach look with the tie-dye or the bleach spots out. So we have some ideas to share with you today about that, and we do have traffic going by. We're on the side of our building at Hen Chicks Studio, and I don't know if Heidi showed you the steps going up or not yet to the retreat center, but if you haven't been here, this is the side that often our retreaters will come in and exit out of when they get here. And Lizzie and I and everybody else here gets the privilege of carrying everything up these steps when our retreaters come. So our idea for you today is using bleach in a t-shirt. So I kind of hung my dirty laundry out, not really, just some doesn't everybody have some t-shirts laying around? And we're going to be using one of these today to create something, but I thought I would take a chance and show you opportunity to give you some ideas ahead of time on some things that we've done, my family's done in the past. Now this is a simple one and we'll show you in a minute how we did it, but we're just taking bleach water and using either a positive or negative image. On this one I laid the letters down on the shirt and sprayed around it. Now this is a very, very old State Fair shirt, but then we would wear it at the State Fair. Super fun, super easy to do. Certainly could use it for sports teams, or I have some pictures to show you with some other things too.
And I just have to jump in and say how brave Lizzie and Jami are today, because the wasps have also come out and they are floating around. I will be getting the wasp killer out, spray out as soon as we're done.
Yeah, so here's another one that we did with the State Fair. And I wanted to show you a couple things with this one. This one we used a bleach pen and a spray bottle with water. But Lizzie has one and she's holding it up. And on both of these t-shirts, we're talking about being creative here. On both of these t-shirts, the neck and the sleeve hem has been removed. And if you're around me much, that's usually what I do to all my t-shirts. But this one, we came back in and added just cut some slits in it. And then as it washes, it rolls. And we did the same thing on the front and the back. It just makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit less of a t-shirt to wear, especially when you're going to state track or something like that when it's hot out. So that one was used a stencil with a bleach pen that we just traced the letters in, and then we sprayed bleach around it. I don't know, has anybody shared anything that they've done before with any of these?
I'm having a hard time reading the comments out in the bright sun.
We'll read them later. Here's one that Kobe, this is my son, Kobe did this one, and he used cotton balls and actually just dabbed cotton balls with the bleach on it, and then went through and like didn't even use a spray bottle, just kind of like shook the, like when you take the paintbrush and hit it to get the dots on it. So that's kind of a trendy look that you see a lot of kids using as well. I have a couple more I'll show you in a little bit, but let's get into how we actually make them. So I have this cute little shirt. We're going to do this one. And Lizzie, can you go ahead and slide that cardboard in? Now to use it, you can use, she's putting that in just to keep the bleach from going through. It doesn't always, it very rarely will soak through, but it just helps give us a little wasp visiting us right now. You can use cardboard, or you can use like a template paper and create something. If you're going to do template plastic, if you're going to do multiple of them, I would suggest this. For instance, on the State Fair ones, I'll show you. I have a picture of it. Here's all of us in our State Fair. You can't really see them very well in the picture because we had to print it off.
Oh, cute.
But when you make that many of them, a template plastic, which is what I used on that one, worked much better because you're using it over and over and over again. And of course, the little ones love to help on that. So we do have this template plastic. If you're not familiar with it, we do have it here at the store. So Lizzie has that inserted into the thing where Lizzie just pick a spot on the ground. And I want to talk a little bit about positive and negative, obviously, on that one. And when I'm talking about positive and negative, it's I could spray the bleach in here, so this would become white, or I could place this down and spray around it, and then around it becomes white and this stays colored. So you could actually use the same, peekaboo, you could use the same and do multiple looks with the same thing. So we're going to come over here now in our little cute little one, and we're just going to lay out, we have some flowers, and I'm just going to lay them randomly on. I was telling Heidi this morning I'm taking a class, a painting class, and it said that in that class I can't correct any of my things, which I'm actually moving them around here, so I'm breaking the rules. But you have to draw them and not change them, just let it be what it is. So I've just laid some of those out there, cut out of the template plastic. You can use a silhouette. You could trace them yourself. You could use a cameo. Then I just have a bottle here, just a spray bottle, and it's just water, bleach. Oh, Lizzie, you want to go grab that? A little breezy. About 50-50 I like, so it goes fast. You could do less with that. So, but today with the
definitely
nice
mark your bottle as to what is in it.
For sure.
So
now, you'll notice I already have a couple spots that I've done. On these projects, I really don't care because I'm just coming back and I actually want it to be kind of that blotchy look. Maybe I'm going to get a little bit heavier around some of the flowers. On these bottles, like this is just a cheap one I bought, you know, you can make it finer or a heavier mist. You could come back, and I kind of like sometimes when we get the heavy drops on there a little bit, you know, kind of get a little. Sometimes I'll go back and get a little color on the back. So we're going to let that one sit here in the sun and see if it starts to bleach out for us pretty good. Okay, so super simple idea to do using template plastic. You could use paper if you want to as well to create something fun. Now, let's go back over here, Heidi, for a second, because I wanted to give an idea of for a birthday party. So this is my daughter, Jenna's birthday party, and you can see here we did it with a large star. And I think this would be sharing this idea because what great project to do with granddaughters or birthday parties, even older maybe. And then we actually took, so you'll see orange and pink, and I searched all over for this shirt, and maybe some of the girls have been watching this, but some of them have an orange front and some of them have a pink front because we tied the sides. I don't know if you can see it on there. We took them and tied them together so they were opposite of each other. So that was a fun project to do. They literally just slit the side and cut strips in it and tied it
Okay,
together.
now before you go away with the picture. Okay, so this is Jenna right here. How old was Jenna?
I think this was in 2007.
So this is the
years
young
old.
girl that now is the designer of all of our Hen Chicks Studio t-shirts, and several of the things are going on. And it seems like there's a couple faces in there that look familiar.
This is Grace Stufflebeam.
That's Grace Stufflebeam's Solder's sister.
Grace's sister.
This isn't Sam, is it?
Nope, Sam should have been there, but apparently she wasn't. She's usually in the pictures. But yep, Macy is. Yep,
all those girls.
Yeah, they're all
fun. Sorry, I had to get a little know who was who in the picture.
Nostalgic. So while that's kind of sitting there bleaching, I got to give you some other ideas. These are just some hats. Simple, actually. These, if you want the truth, these are like the Walmart or Dollar Tree hats. And these are Kobe's. Again, it doesn't have to be just for girls. It can be for anybody. These are ones Kobe has done, and if you see Kobe around, you will see him wearing these, where he bleaches them. Sometimes he'll take a little tie-dye back on top of it. but he's just bleaching them. He likes to use a lot of the cotton ball method. But then I gotta show you, this is my children. They thought it'd be funny, and you've seen this before. So last Christmas, they made all of us matching sets. Can you see it? Kind of. I'm not gonna put it on. But these matching sets, and this is just literally with bleach. And now this one they did do rubber bands and kind of twisted and put it on. But it still was just using bleach water that they sprayed on them. So just to give you lots of ideas of different things you can do. Oh, and here's Kobe's, that's what he did on his too. Again, it's just bleach. And it's interesting to me when you get fabrics, for instance, this one bleached from like a purpley to a pink. It doesn't always go to white. And you'll notice that with the brown too. It kind of went to a rusty color instead of a white color. And so you can do it heavy, you can do it light. This is, you can barely see it on this one, probably out in the sun because it's such a light pink color. But this was very heavily bleached with cotton balls. And if I got it right, you can kind of start to see it in there. Not sure. We're guessing on this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come back over and see how our projects are doing. I got one that's already done over here that I think is going to be cute. I haven't taken it off, but can you see? It's our little hen, and I've sprayed it. I love how, you'll see how there are some spots that are more white because I went back and sprayed it a little heavier there, but let's see how she looks.
Oh, look at it.
Look at it. Isn't that cute? Now I could reuse this and remake it, and every one of them would come out unique, of course. Let's see if we can get it.
Do I get to call dibs on that?
You could, Heidi. I'm not sure it's your size though. But you start to get the idea. Maybe we'll make Hen and Chicks ones like that. So let's check out our little girl one and see how it's coming along here. And so I can come back in here and take these off. Now do be careful when you're wearing, because as you can see right now, it's still a little wet there because we haven't let it sit for a long time. So you would want to make sure you're wearing some older clothes. But you can start to see how it's coming out, hopefully.
Yep, I can. Miriam is giving us a fun. Okay, so one of the things that's going through my head as you're doing this, Jamie, is say that I thought, before I pulled all those up, that I thought it needed to be bleached more. Do you go back and re-bleach it multiple times?
Yep, and that's what I did with this chicken one. Yep, with this chicken one I did. And as I look at this chicken one now, I can see like right here there is a little wrinkle. I might come back and just come along where the wrinkle was and just...
So that it...
Yep,
so it evens it out.
Yep. And you know, you can do it really heavy. We've done it that way too, where it's very heavy at the top and not so much at the bottom, gives kind of that ombre effect look of it. But yeah, and the longer we let this sit out in the sun, of course, the more it's going to continue to bleach out where that bleach is sitting.
And is the sun a factor in that? Like if you were doing it inside?
It'll work inside, but I prefer to do it outside because I do think the sun helps with it. It helps the process. I don't know if that's true or not, but to me it just makes it bleach faster, I suppose. I don't know.
And Cindy thinks it's fun as well.
I think with this one, with the little girl one there, actually I really kind of like that one.
Oh, it's adorable.
Cute, but there's that spray glitter for fabric that you can spray on top of it, just give it a little shimmer.
Yeah.
You could come back in, you could add little, take your fabric paints and add little dots and make it, you could layer it with other things and make it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cute thing to do with that too. I'm giving lots of ideas today. I got so many here. Cute thing to do with that one, cut your hem off the sleeve and create a tie up here.
Oh, because all the girls like that.
Yep. So anyway, lots of ideas for you today. If you have any questions with them, of course, we're always happy to share, give our ideas and opinions on this. But seriously, this is so much fun. And I hope that you can find somebody to go be creative with. And if you happen to go to your closet, find an old t-shirt that can use some new life to it, or a tank top, go practice. Do something fun with it. Even if it is, and Lizzie talked about, Lizzie, were you going to do it or not? She was even talking about just spraying, like just bleaching.
Yes.
And I don't know if you want to do it or not, Lizzie, but you could just bleach and see how it turns out. And we can, Lizzie, if she wants to lay it down, she can do it, and we can show you a picture later of that too.
Great question has come up. When do you launder, or how do you launder the t-shirt?
Good question. Yep. So I usually actually just rinse it off with water in my kitchen sink and then just throw it in the laundry. And again, it depends on how much bleach you want it to go. And Heidi had a good point too. Depending how many shirts you're doing. 1 second. Some farm equipment going by. I find once it reaches the point of where I'm satisfied with the bleach, which these are probably, I know the chicken one is going to be to that point now because I did it about an hour ago. Then I'll just take it into my kitchen sink and give it a rinse off and then launder it that way. But if I had left the template plastic on and decided, oh my gosh, it needs more, then I could spray it more and get more white around it. Sometimes I'll even come back over, even after I've bleached it, and give a little spray in the bleached area just to give some texture in there as well. Any other questions?
Nope, that's...
No. It's super fun. I was telling Heidi with that painting class, every piece of wood in my house may not be safe anymore, every scrap, because it could be so much fun. This can happen to your t-shirts too. Now, probably you have a drawer full somewhere that's hiding that you could practice and do something fun on. Night shirts, cut them off, you could make crop tops out of them. Go grab somebody and have some fun today. So until next Tuesday, if you're in central Iowa, enjoy this awesome weather. Depending where you're at, I hope it's a nice day too, and we will see you next Tuesday, Take Home Tuesday at 2. Have a great day.